Hi guys, in this video I wanted to revisit training to failure. So I've done a couple of other videos on this, however I think it's a topic worth revisiting. When I'm discussing training to failure, I'm essentially discussing an individual that cannot get any more repetitions on the concentric portion of any exercise. This is essentially the hardest portion of any exercise. As soon as they can't get any more repetitions, this is concentric failure. Now, before we discuss failure, it's important to look at the hierarchy of importance when we're looking at muscle growth, hypertrophy. And that hierarchy of importance is training volume. So essentially, our goal when we're trying to build more muscle is essentially increasing training volume over a chronic period of time. So training volume is sets times reps times load. So essentially the total amount of work you're doing, if we compared it 6 months ago to now, there should be an increment in training volume. Now, by training to failure on, say, every single exercise, we can essentially impede this total hierarchy of importance, purely because by going to failure on some of your big compound lifts on the first set, your following sets are going to be significantly less in terms of repetitions. You may have to drop the total load, and therefore total volume may actually be less by going to failure on every single set. Now, it's important to notice the difference between, say, training to failure on a bicep curl compared to a squat. Quite obviously, going to failure on the first set on the squat going to have a significant difference in terms of your performance in terms of the following set. Whereas with bicep curls and some other isolation movements, you can pretty much go to failure on every single set and it won't impede the performance on the following set. Now, it's important to note that training to failure does have some hypertrophic benefits. However, again, it shouldn't override this hierarchy of importance, which is training volume first. Therefore, in my opinion, focusing on training to failure on perhaps the last set of your compound lifts would be an excellent tool. So therefore, we still get the benefits of training to failure, but at the same time, you're not compromising training volume by going to failure on your first set and then having to significantly drop the load or do less repetitions on the following sets. In addition to that, you can pretty much take the majority of your isolation movements to absolute failure. You're still keeping that hierarchy of importance, training volume. You're still taking advantage of some of the benefits of training to failure, but you're doing it in moderation. So I hope you found this useful. If you're still yet to download my free ebook, How to Set Up a Nutrition Plan, if you go to laytonfitness.co.uk, that's about Layton, and you can click on the top tab which says free ebook, and if you type in your name and email address, that will be sent to you immediately. So this is going to teach you how to set up calories, macronutrients, also in addition to that how to make changes to move you towards your fat loss or muscle growth goals. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do. Like the video and enjoyed it. Have a good day. Thank you very much.